Right, welcome ladies and gents. Deadpool and Wolverine tracking for a huge opening. Historic, in fact. This is not a surprise. Anyone that's like, oh, this is, oh my god, well, I can't believe it. No, it's not. This is not a surprise. This was always going to do incredibly well. This is Marvel's only saving grace for the next couple of years. The next few movies that they've got lined up will be absolutely horrendous. Thunderbolts, who cares? Captain America 4 without Captain America, who cares? There's all manner of bits and pieces that they're going to produce that are just utter garbage. But this was always going to be an incredible box office. So here we have it here. Here we have it here. Great English. Good one, Nate. Good one. Deadpool and Wolverine, box office estimates, massive 200 million plus opening. Now it does say the numbers are comparable to Spider-Man No Way Home, which opened to $260 million. So they're saying it's going to be like a historic opening for the domestic box office. Or at least has the potential to be historic. Which it absolutely does, yeah. Absolutely. But then after that, not looking good for Disney after that, is it? Like, who cares about anything else Disney's making up until that point? And after that point? What in the MCU they got coming up which you're like, yeah, I can't wait for that. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. So let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you're new, guys. Turn the bell notifications on. And we'll dive. Oh, follow me over on Twitter at Missed8 Reviews. And I also have a merch store, missed8shop.com. Could grab some really cool designs. There's some cool stuff there. Even plush dolls as well. Anyway, so like I said, this is not... anyone who's surprised by this, you're an idiot. This was always going to happen. Like, seriously. So the first box office estimates for Deadpool and Wolverine are massive. And Off of the Flick will have the biggest opening in 3 years since Spider-Man No Way Home. Though pre-sale ticket data revealed Deadpool and Wolverine is actually tracking less than Spider-Man No Way Home. So there are some outlets, like I just caught some headlines from some other outlets saying, yep, cool, this is going to be huge and historic. But they're not providing the estimates themselves, the ticket data, not great. But I don't think that's the case. I think people will just rock up. Because you've got to remember, like, we live in an era where, at the moment, not everyone's going to be buying pre-sales. Pre-sales worldwide aren't actually a thing all the time either. And some people just turn up. Like, we're in an era where movie studios are on the decline, generally speaking. Movie theatres are on the decline. The people's attendance is down. So a lot of people aren't going to remember that you have to book or do pre-sales, etc. You've got to remember that. It's not to say people are stupid. Like, it becomes habitual. We have habits of what we do. Like, I'm the same. Like, I literally don't pre-order tickets because I don't feel like I need to a lot of the time. But so yeah, I mean, it's still basically the estimates for Deadpool and Wolverine are offering similar numbers at the moment. So back in 2021, Spider-Man No Way Home opened to $260 million. Estimates are offering Deadpool and Wolverine could open as high as $239 million or even more. That number beats last year's Barbie, which was $162 million. Super Mario Brothers, $146. Top Gun's Maverick, $126. Black Panthers, $181. Doctor Strange, Multiverse Madness, $187 million. For the record, Marvel's Avengers Endgame opened to $357 million and Infinity War $257. But I think are they saying this worldwide? I think they are. So the box office estimates comes via Quorum, the industry's leader in film data research and insight, according to the website. I've never heard of them, but alright. The site also lists Deadpool and Wolverine as having the, quote, highest, quote, percent aware of film, percent interested in seeing the film, percent who would prefer to watch the film in a theatre, and percent who would pay to watch the film. I like that now. It's like, would you pay to watch this film? Like, that's a question, because we watch it for free. And that's of any upcoming films released in 2024. But why is that? Because there's nothing coming out that anyone can be bothered with. It's all dog shit. So, again, like, this isn't surprising. I'm not like, this isn't a video where I'm like, oh my god, it's, like, of course this was going to do well. Of course it was. Worth a mention is Deadpool and Wolverine is rated R. So it remains to be seen if the younger audience and families show up. Or will Deadpool and Wolverine be heavily front-loaded by the MCU fans? And this is... I've literally just clocked it now. It was the highest opening for estimated to be the highest opening for any R-rated film. That's what the record is anyway, if it does that. So also worth questioning is if Deadpool and Wolverine will have potential for multiple viewings. I don't think it will. Deadpool 2 didn't do massively great at the box office. It wasn't received as well critically either, and by audiences. It wasn't received as well as the first one. So I do wonder. And will it have multiple viewings? I don't think it will. I think a film like this, my prediction anyway, I think a film like this is kind of like a one and done. Like, how often have you gone back and watched the original Wolverine, the original Deadpool? My God, I'm bad today. I'm just going to leave it in, professional. Like, how many times? Probably maybe once. How many times did you watch it back in the theatre? At all? Deadpool and Wolverine is also on track to score the biggest opening of an R-rated movie. There you go. Passing Ryan Reynolds' original Deadpool, which brought in 132.4 million back in February of 2016. So it did well then, but repeat viewings, I don't think it will. I honestly don't think it will. So the film opens July 26th, directed by Sean Levi, and also stars Hugh Jackman. Deadpool Wolverine, rated R for, quote, strong, bloody violence and language throughout gore and sexual references. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff in it. I mean, this was always going to do well. It was always going to do well. And this is the latest description. This is a film description from Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios presents their most significant mistake to date, Deadpool and Wolverine. A listless Wade Wilson toils away in civilian life, his days as the morally flexible mercenary Deadpool behind him. When his homeworld faces an existential threat, Wade must reluctantly suit up again with an even more reluctant Leah, reluctant Test. He must convince a reluctant Wolverine to synopsis, also effing stupid. I mean, it's quite funny, but there you go. Look, this will absolutely smash the box office, but that's not a surprise to anyone. But the thing is, can it do as well as the likes of Spider-Man No Way Home long term? Spider-Man No Way Home did really well and grossed incredible numbers because of repeat viewings and a broader catchment, demographic catchment. It wasn't R-rated. I think the most comparable thing this film... I think you can compare this film probably more so to Joker, for instance, right? And that sounds odd, but Joker did gross over $1 billion, remember that. I'm not saying compare it like for like, but I'm saying in an R-rated film where people wanted to keep watching it, I think it is, Joker's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, right? So Joker that's the marker. Can this beat Joker? Right? Is this humour going to appeal to everyone that watched Joker? Is it a universal appeal? I say no, actually. I don't think this humour is a universal appeal. I think it will beat Joker, though. I do think it will. But I don't think it'll beat Spider-Man No Way Home. Thoughts? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video and you think it's worth $2, support me via Patreon. Link is down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.